All right, let's get it on. So LSU versus South Carolina is finally here. It's probably the best game in women's basketball in the SEC. We are going to preview this game and some of the things that I'm going to look to see, as I'm really interested to see what happens. Let's get into this matchup here. There are really three things that I am looking to see in this game. So first is the matchup between Malaysia Fulwiley and Michaela Williams. They're the two arguably best freshmen in the 23-24 class. Yes, Juju as well as Hidalgo are also in the mix. I'm not going into that now, but these two are great to watch. First, will Michaela Williams be able to handle South Carolina's pressure defense? You know, she's had turnovers. Both of them have had, over 2 turnovers this year per game. And with Auburn, she really struggled a bit in getting open and getting good lead passes and things like that. And certainly South Carolina is going to, try to deny the ball as much as they can and make her have to work for everything she gets as well. I'm curious to see how much they'll have her handling the ball in terms of just bringing it up straight away and running the point, if they will do that or not. If she is hitting her shots early, that really obviously sets up LSU well, as it allows them to run more pick and roll, I think, with Aneesah Morrow, which could be a really good option for LSU in my mind. Now with Fulwiley, I'm looking forward to seeing if she will be unleashed. If she's feeling it early, I wonder if she will get 25 minutes. Normally right now she's averaging 18 to 20 minutes, and I am really hoping that she has like the Paris game like she had against Notre Dame. I just want to see these two freshmen go at it, because it's an appetizer of what we have in store for the next 3 years, which should be awesome. The next thing I want to see is, how does HVL go? And will the mantra from South Carolina is pressure, pressure, pressure? We are going to hound you at the point guard position. So Raven's just going to be in your hip pocket the whole way, the whole game, basically. And when she's not there, then we'll have Fulwiley in or Pow. So it's going to be really interesting to see how she holds up from that pressure. And as well, does Mulkey go early to Poa and have her running the point and having HVL be the off guard? On defense as well, I want to see if they pick on HVL. So are they constantly trying to get her and pick and roll to get her to switch on the ball, and then sort of use Fulwiley or Raven Johnson to try to take her to the basket? As it'll be interesting to see at the end of the game what the split of minutes are. So LSU does go 7 deep, so they go Del Rosario as their big to throw around fouls. But I wonder in this game, will Mulkey cut down her rotation to 6 players? And if she does, who are the minutes, or who loses out on minutes? Is her preferred lineup to have Poa at the point, HVL off guard, and then Falage misses out or will have decreased minutes, or she'll probably mix and match it like a puzzle to a certain extent? But that's the thing I'm interested in, is who is her preferred off guard? Is that HVL, and will that see Poa get increased minutes at the expense of Falage? Now, the last thing I want to see or really be looking at is Angel Reese and how she goes. The previous game against South Carolina, she struggled, but obviously Aaliyah Boston was part of that, but Cardoso is no fun to go against as well. South Carolina's strategy against Reese was pretty simple. We're going to back off and just wait for you to come at our big. We're not going to go out there and let you use your speed. Take your shots. We'll give you the outside jumper if you make it. And that's what I want to see. If South Carolina gives her the open elbow or free throw, will she take that shot? And then if Reese hits that early on, that's where it gets really fun, because that's when Cardoso has to start coming out on her, and that's where Reese can use her speed and sort of start attacking the basket, where she excels in. But if it's a situation where Cardoso is just waiting for her, doesn't respect the shot, and Reese won't take it, or Reese can't make that shot, then Cardoso is just waiting for her to come at her and block it. If you're an LSU fan, that is what you're hoping for, sort of Reese buries a few early jumpers and then gets that respect. And it's sort of like an Aneesah Peely situation. So Peely, South Carolina couldn't do anything with her. I mean, Peely was just ridiculously hot, obviously. And Don Staley said, "There's nothing we can do about this. You know, she's a menace out there," which she was. But that's the go-to with Reese. Can you combine the outside to set up your inside game? The other one that'll be fun to watch is Morrow going against Khloe Kits. So Kits has that length that might give Morrow some trouble, as she's like 6'2". I think she's like 6'3". But Morrow, on the other hand, has that physicality, and Kits is fairly slender. So is she going to be able to beat her up on the inside and get position on the boards, or will she be troubled by Kits's length? That will be a damn fun matchup to watch as well. The other thing I'm looking forward to seeing is just the coaching matchup and how Staley and Mulkey match up their lineups against each other. I suggested it previously and I got crushed. I'll probably get crushed again. But at some point, if Reese needs a rest or gets in foul trouble, I think they should really go small. If they win Aneesah, Morrow, Flau'jae Johnson, and then Williams across the front with HVL and Poa, I'd be fine with that. Just for a little bit to give a change of pace and see if you can trouble Cardoso. Would she come out to guard Morrow or not, and try to put her in all sorts and see if you could get her in foul trouble? But the problem in playing South Carolina, even if you get Cardoso in foul trouble, you still have to worry. I mean, they just go to not Cardoso. They go to Ashley Watkins as well. They got Fagan. They're just so loaded. I'm not even mentioning Sakima Walker as well. So they've got so much depth up front that the injury to Samaya Smith at the Grand Caymans just hurt LSU so bad. And I'm curious to see if Mulkey has trust in going to Del Rosario beyond 5 minutes. Now, the last thing is the psychology of the game. Like, LSU is going to come fired up and ready to play. They're in their home building and just want to make a point because they've been taking a lot of S from a lot of people, and I think they want to put on a show. So I could see them coming out and just overwhelming South Carolina. But at the same time, South Carolina is playing with house money. They've had such a good season thus far. If you put some truth serum to Staley, does she really mind if they pick up one loss? It sort of takes the pressure off for the rest of the tournament. You know, will you have that undefeated season or not? I think in truth, even if they lose, she can chalk it up as one of those games and we'll get them back in, you know, the SEC tournament. If LSU gets blown out on their own home court or something like that happens, that is devastating, because then Mulkey really has to have a serious look at the point guard position if HVL has a bad game or something like that, and that could have big impact. So I think LSU will be desperate to win, and if they don't, I think the ramifications of that would be massive. I would pick LSU by 10, but I wouldn't put money on this. Hell no. But I'm looking forward to the game and enjoying it. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great night.